How do you more comfortable would you describe how you feel and prepared for all this at this time compared to last year at this time?
It's very different. I'd say, last year coming into a new environment, new teammates, new coaches, getting so much thrown at you at one time in the span of a few weeks. So definitely feel a lot more comfortable kind of knowing now what to anticipate, and especially with summer league as well, because it's kind of a whirlwind of everything's going on at one place. So I'm definitely feeling more comfortable. I'm excited.
How's the mental task of going from finals prep 2 weeks ago to summer league now?
Yeah, I think it's a positive. A lot of guys, have had a break and then having to work their way back up to game shape. Obviously, we haven't really had a break, so definitely feeling really good at the moment.
What are you hoping to get? Oh, go ahead.
You're still the youngest player here compared to where you were last year at this time. How do you been able to help other players and kind of take on a leadership role?
That's a good question. I think obviously being my second summer league, I kind of know what it was like last year. Learning how to play basketball and the concept and that sort of thing. So the coaches have challenged me to kind of take on the leadership role and want me to be more vocal and kind of teaching the other guys how we play. So I think it's a bit of a challenge for me, but I like it.
Last year, what did you learn from Miles Turner about playing in Indianapolis, what this team means to the city? What did you learn from him last year?
How much basketball means to the state. I feel, it's definitely, you can kind of feel the energy, the crowd, the fans. I haven't really experienced anything like that. Just how passionate they are, so definitely learn how much it means. Really.
Any sort of skills you'd say you're specifically working on or hoping to improve in this summer experience?
I wouldn't say specifically. I think, just being as consistent as possible with my shot. Obviously working on my body, handling that sort of thing. But I'm not going to try and do things that's outside of my role. So I'm just trying to execute what I do best, and see how that goes.
What are your impressions of Taylor and Kam so far?
Yeah, I like them. I think they're super skilled. I'm really excited to see what they can do in summer league. First impressions of them. Definitely super skilled.
Is it weird for you seeing other people as rookies now instead of yourself?
It is. Yeah, I won't lie. It is. Even though they're older than me, them being the rookies, it is kind of strange. But I definitely know how they feel. So I'm going to try and help them as much as possible.
For you, your first year in the NBA under your belt, where do you think that you grew the most as that season went on, and now as you start to go into your next off season here and get ready for summer?
That's a good question. I think I obviously grew a lot in terms of just how much load there is with the schedule. Now I kind of know what to expect in so many games, all the travel and that sort of thing. But definitely just trying to be a sponge, learn what the older guys are doing, how professional they are, and just kind of take in what they do.
Have you had any time to reflect with such a short turnaround? From the time you were here last year to go through the season, you had major, you played in the playoff games, and how much that season was so long, but also so much to learn from it?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really had time to reflect. Obviously, it felt like it just ended. It was such a long year. I feel like I broke it up into different parts of the year. It was October to December. That feels like so long ago, and then this year, you kind of just sense out the close of this year. But I haven't really reflected too much on it.
Is that postseason run kind of almost like a whole different season?
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like a whole new season.
What does it mean to have Ty around here that still supports you guys as he starts his recovery?
Yeah, it just shows the person who he is. He's just a basketball head. He just loves it, and he's such a great person to have around. No matter what, if he's playing or not, he's gonna bring his same personality. So it's pretty cool to see him showing support to the summer league team.
It was great times. It was meant to be. We got 2 wins in there, for sure.
We could see you on TV, but draft night, take me through your emotions of being picked and knowing you'd be coming to this franchise.
Oh man, first and foremost, it's a dream come true. I'm right where I want to be, man. I love this city. I love the people that's here. Everybody's here, man. Very welcoming. I'm just looking forward to continuing to learn the pace away and be that.
How do you feel like that last year you had after Tyler left, you're playing point guard, helped you get better and specifically will help you fit with this team, especially with Tyrese banged up right now?
For sure, in a lot of ways. Obviously, with T in there, I played the 2 a lot, played off the ball a little bit more. So, having to have the ball in my hands really gave me a bunch of reps at being a point guard. So, it really helped my game from being a little flexible, can do either or. It really doesn't matter to me. Whatever the team needs, that's what I'm willing to do.
Have you talked to Tyler at all since this process?
Yeah. I talked to T. He came and celebrated with me and my family after we got drafted. We talked a little trash because we know we're going to play each other. So, we're not going to be friends that day.
You talk about the pace away. How do you think you fit into that?
Man, I think, I'm the epitome of that, being with a team, being with a group of guys that just want to win and, put their teammates before themselves and really want everybody around them to be better and feel good about themselves and just putting your head down and working hard and doing everything you can to impact winning.
Just from watching you in college, it seems like competing is the biggest thing, regardless of all the skills and all that. And playing for Coach Smart, how's that prepared you for this stage? Man,
a lot, man. Coach Smart is, a very fierce competitor, real savage competitor. I learned a lot of things from him in the 4 years. I'm glad I stayed all 4 years. I needed every last one of those years to, make me the man and the player I am today.
Do you have any contact or workouts with the Pacers before the draft?
I did an interview at the Combine, which went real well, and no, I didn't do a pre-draft workout.
Do you have any impression at that time that you'd be a good fit with them based on those conversations?
Yeah, for sure. Just the overall vibe and, them telling me how they've watched me play and what they think I can do on the floor to help them, really let me feel that way.
How's your relationship with Taylor already been developing?
Man, real well. Been spending some time together, getting to know one another. It's kind of funny. We're your same age. He's married. We're 2 different people, but we making each other company, learning from each other. It's been great, man. He's a real cool dude.
Obviously, go ahead.
There's 30 landing spots in this league, so to end up at an organization that's on this trajectory, what's that mean to you to kind of be a part of what's been building here over the last year or 2?
Man, it means everything. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for Indiana picking me and believing in me, and I'm gonna do everything in my power, work as hard as I can to impact winning to the best of my ability.
Obviously, you didn't know that you were going to be here at the time, but then seeing the Pacers go on the run that they did, and then on draft night finding out that you were going to be here, just how exciting was that you're coming to a team that was in Game 7 of the NBA Finals?
It's extremely exciting, man. I'm looking forward to really just learning. And I really, I want to learn from these guys that were, in those big games. Even guys like Furphy, Q, Ray J, really learning from those guys and taking everything that they tell me in and going from there.
And then going into Summer League, what do you hope to see from yourself, or what do you hope to get out of this trip to Vegas?
Man, we're going out there to win.
When in your life did you realize that the NBA could be in your future?
I told myself I was going to be in the NBA going into my sophomore year of college. I kind of felt it. I knew I was just my game. I knew I was, if not better than, right on that level with a lot of people that were, going to be in the league or going to the league. So I really sat down and was like, yeah, this is something that's real possible. How
did the emotion of actually making it compare to how you thought it might?
Man, it's like day and night. You really can't explain the feeling until you get there. Man, it was great, just hearing my name and, being grateful for an organization for picking me.
You guys get Kam today. Yeah. You've had him to see him a little bit now. What are your impressions of him early on as you've got a chance?
Yeah, no, Kam, I'm impressed with, once again, he fits in with the group well, basketball IQ, where he's been able to pick things up and retain it and implement it into live play, very quickly.
That last year he had at Marquette, he really had to transition to playing more point guard after being off ball a lot of the time. How have you seen very early his both on ball and off ball skills, and how can they blend with what you guys hope to do as the Pacers?
Yeah, I think it's great to have it just being dynamic. That just adds a layer to his game and to the team, where he can, I can play off ball and catch and be aggressive, or I can lead a team and get people in the situation where they need to be in.
When you talk about the Pacers style of play, does he seem like a perfect fit for the type of skill set he has, and also the effort level?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we love hard playing guys, and he's able to dribble, pass, shoot. That's the 3 skills that mean a lot to us. But I mean, he's seamless where if he gets the outlet, he can push it, or if he receives the outlet, he can kick it ahead, or he can receive it and be the guy that's looking to be aggressive in attack. So I think it's just different layer to everything.
Is that the same on the defensive end as well?
Yeah, definitely. Like I mean, you know us, we play full court defense, and he was able to do that today at a high level.
With a lot of college ball, do you kind of maybe expect more given his experience as far as maybe not like leadership, but just involvement in this game?
Yeah, definitely. And he's been doing that. I would say he was, when he's on the bench or on the sideline, he's talking guys through coverages and putting them. They have a great program at Marquette, so he was able to come with a great foundation already set.
We've had some guys on this team who have played in summer league for you guys before. Has anyone stepped up as a player leader for you in these couple days?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all our returning guys like Q, Ray J, Furphy, Enrique. I always say like Pacers don't win 50 games without those guys. What they did in Cleveland, and some Q playing early in the year, Furphy playing like. So they've had real NBA minutes and know what it takes. So them coming into here, I've challenged them to kind of be the leaders of the group, and they've definitely stepped up to that.
With Furphy being so young still,
Yeah.
have you seen him raise that level of leadership at this point?
Yeah, definitely. He's shown it by action and by talk, so he's doing both currently.
From an implementing perspective, obviously you guys want to play like the Pacers will. How much freedom do you have to add other things, tweak styles to fit the team that you have?
Yeah, I haven't got much directive, but I'm trying to implement what we do with the Pacers, and I think we've done a great job this last couple days.